was to join the Peace Corps. And we just don't hear anything about citizen action abroad. We don't hear anything about Teach America to expunge student debt. When you're president, Madam President, I hope that you will consider a massive campaign to mobilize the youth of this country to offer their services to this country, not just through the military, but also through actions like the Peace Corps, the Conservation Corps, the AmeriCorps.
I actually have that.
Yes.
I hope you will all go to Marianne2020.com, look at my issue section, and you'll see one of the things I have there is a national service. Now, I had originally planned for this to be mandatory, 18 to 26. I know as a mother, my daughter lives in London. I would have had no problem as a mother saying, well, you're going to have to come back for your year of service. I have now changed it to voluntary because I think a lot of Americans just would not go for that. But it is absolutely that idea. It is the idea that it could be, let's say you're going to be in medical school, you spend that year as an intern in one of these rural hospitals where there's such a crisis with hospitals closing. If you're going to be an architecture student or you are an architect, you could work on these amazing Green New Deal projects that we're going to have. If you're a teacher, work in one of the schools that so needs it. So please look at the national service part. And I think it could be done basically through an expansion of AmeriCorps. I read an interview with Gal Gadot, it was the Israeli actress who played Wonder Woman. And she is an Israeli, and she was in the Israeli military because it's mandatory there. All men, I think, for 3 years, and women for 2 years, I believe. And she said something I thought was really interesting because they asked her about it in this interview, and she said, for 2 years, it's just not about you. And I can't think anything healthier. I think that would be so healthy for this country. And I, as a mother and as a citizen, would not have even minded it being mandatory. I think it's going too far for the political realities of this moment, but please look at it. It's on the website. I agree with you entirely. And I think there are a lot of, what I put in there is between 18 and 26. I think there are a lot of young people, I think there are a lot of older people too, who kind of would love it.
Yes.
What they could do for senior citizens.
Pardon?
Right.
What they could do for senior citizens.
Absolutely, because the two populations in America that are the most squeezed out are the very young and the very old. You know, Americans over 60, 25 million Americans over 60 live in poverty or near poverty. And 60% of all Americans over 60 are either in debt or near debt. So I agree with you entirely. Anybody else? Yes, ma'am.